Friends, fellow seekers of understanding, have you ever paused, gazing back at the dawn of humanity in the book of Genesis, and felt a sense of wonder mixed with profound mystery? We see creation unfold in breathtaking beauty, followed by the poignant tragedy of the fall. But as we journey deeper into this foundational narrative, a question echoes through the millennia: who were the enigmatic sons of God mentioned in Genesis chapter 6? For generations, interpretations have often pointed heavenward, suggesting celestial visitors gracing our early earth. But today, I stand before you not to offer a mere theory or interpretation. I'm here to declare, with unwavering conviction, the truth. We will explore a certainty, a conclusion grounded in the irrefutable evidence found in the immediate aftermath of humanity's expulsion from Eden. Imagine Eden itself. A realm of perfect harmony, an unbroken connection between the divine and humankind. Adam and Eve, in their unfallen state, walked in pure fellowship with their Creator. Within this pristine environment, life began. God's very first blessing resonated through that perfect space: be fruitful and multiply. In their sinless existence, Adam and Eve would have fulfilled this mandate, experiencing intimacy and bringing forth life in a way that was pure and unmarred. This is not just a possibility, this is the absolute bedrock upon which our understanding rests. But then, the serpent's deception. A single act of disobedience shattered this idyllic reality. "You will not certainly die," the serpent lied. And when the woman saw that the fruit was good, she took and ate. Adam and Eve's choice unleashed a profound shift: sin, separation from God, and the chilling inevitability of death cast their long shadows over human experience. This is not a matter of debate, this is the undeniable truth that reshaped the course of humanity. The consequence was swift and decisive: expulsion. And here, we find our first crucial clue. Adam and Eve were not simply cast out, they were driven eastward from Eden, Genesis 3 verse 23. This eastward direction is not a random detail, it signifies a separation, a movement away from divine presence and perfection. The text further reveals that this eastward direction held profound significance. After the expulsion, God placed a guardian presence, the cherubim, and a flaming sword, at the east of the Garden of Eden, Genesis 3 verse 24. This was not merely to guard the tree of life, but to guard the eastward approach, to mark a boundary. The east became the direction of separation, the boundary between the sacred and the profane. Consider also the fate of Cain. When he committed the terrible act of fratricide, he fled from the Lord's presence, Genesis 4 verse 16. Cain went out and dwelt in the land of Nod, which was also east of Eden. Cain's journey mirrors that of his parents, further solidifying the east as the direction of exile and distance from God. Why this emphasis on the east? Why not guard the tree alone? The answer, my friends, lies in understanding that the east represented more than just a geographical location. It symbolized a diminishing of God's presence. Eden was the place where God walked with man, but with sin, the direct communion was broken. The eastward movement signifies humanity's departure from that closeness. This eastward trajectory is key to understanding that sons of God. The children born to Adam and Eve before the full consequences of the fall, those raised in the lingering presence of Eden's perfection, would not have shared the same level of separation from God. Their understanding of the divine, their connection to creation, would have been fundamentally different. This is the truth that clarifies the mystery, that sons of God were those descendants who, for a time, carried a unique heritage, the heritage that placed them closer to the original, unfallen creation. Let us put aside all doubt. These sons of God were the descendants of children born to Adam and Eve before the fall. This is not conjecture, it's the inescapable conclusion derived from the Genesis narrative, illuminated by the profound significance of the eastward separation. Imagine that reality. These descendants raised in the shadow of Eden would have possessed a unique origin, a direct and uncorrupted connection to sinless creation, experienced in a world where the veil between humanity and the divine was still thin.
Potential longevity and wisdom, inheriting a lifespan and understanding closer to the original design, informed by a world still resonant with the Creator's voice. The act of seeking out, their awareness of a different reality, a lingering memory of unbroken communion, drove them to seek connection and companionship, to bridge the gap that was widening with each generation. Awe and reverence inspired. Their very being carried an aura that set them apart, reflecting a connection to the divine order that humanity was losing. These facts, woven within the early narrative of Genesis and underscored by the symbolic weight of the eastward direction, offer a compelling, contextually grounded explanation, the unequivocal explanation, for the identity of the sons of God. A lineage both blessed and burdened by their proximity to a lost paradise. This is the truth, unassailable and clear. My friends, the mysteries within Genesis continue to spark fascinating discussions, but let us not mistake speculation for certainty. Our exploration into the reality of this pre-fall lineage dwelling east of Eden, a land marked by separation and loss, leads us to a firm and unwavering understanding. Let us embrace the truth in all its profound and world-altering clarity and move forward with conviction.